Alright, we did not have to wait long at all. It's now April 12th. And looks like Horde is going to see some combat again. So, General Lee is on the field with the Army of the Shenandoah, the Army of the Northwest, the Army of Tennessee, the Army of Kanawha, and the Army of Alabama. With 40,288 men, 7,723 cavalry, and 115 guns. Now, we do have an issue here. So, 4th Corps is going to be on the field with General Horde, with 23,042 men and 73 guns. So, I got half their numbers. Less than half their numbers. 8th Corps is 49 hours away, because I did have them set the scouting. I think I'm going to have to turn that off for everybody once they hit level 3 on scouting. So after 49 hours, I will have 36,437 infantry, 3,500 cavalry, and 143 guns on the field. So we might be able to do it with 4th Corps alone. I don't know. This will be the biggest battle we've had so far. So I'll be back after the load screen. Welcome to the Battle of Third Wheeling. So, we are on the Fulton Gap map. And we actually have a very large deployment area for ourselves, even with as few troops as we do. The Confederates are confined to down here. And all but one of the corps are on the field. So I was hoping to have a few hours to knock them out one at a time because of the numbers disadvantage. So knocking out a corps before the other arrive on the field could have won the fight from you off the start. But we don't have that option right now. So we are defending Payne's Mountain. And honestly, it's not bad defensive terrain at all. I do have a stone wall right here. And I have 11 points of engineering, so I really can't build much. So what I'm thinking about doing is setting up with a division on the stone wall, building some entrenchments here, and then having the engineer corps just fill out the rest with the engineer brigade fill out the rest with parapets or breastworks, and holding Payne's Mountain because it's an open field. Except for the woods over here. And all the troops in this corps are armed with rifles. So I would have an advantage. So I do believe that is what I am going to do. Is surrender the map to them and hold out for reinforcements, hopefully. Yeah, how long? It said 49 hours on the main map, but 48 hours. Oish. Got to hold out 2 days before the other corps arrives. Hopefully we can do it without them, but I don't know. It's a lot of troops on the field. Might be more than we have ammunition to handle. So I'm going to set up my defenses, and I will be back with dispositions. Alright, I do have my defenses set up now. So I do have 1st Division. This is my left flank that we're starting on here. In entrenchments out on the left, partially out into the woods, with their support battery on the open field. To their right, in the center, is 2nd Division on the stone wall. To their right is 3rd Division. One brigade's going to be on the stone wall. I'm going to have the engineers dig a length of parapet here to put their 1st Brigade behind, because there are the brigades on this fence line here, along with this battery and this battery. So, and that 4th Division further right, one brigade here out in the woods. I'll build a parapet for them. These 2 brigades watching this ford for now. Once the engineers are done building their parapets, I will have them watch the ford and bring these 2 brigades back for reserve duties. And I have the cavalry division sit in reserve behind everybody. that's my defense for now. My batteries aren't that good. So all the line batteries have 12-pounder Napoleons, but the artillery division is still armed with 6-pounders. As I've been waiting for more artillery to come in, so improve their guns. So there's that. I'm just hoping that we are dug in enough between the stone wall and this entrenchment that we can hold them off. My one fear is them trying to outflank me. But they are coming in from only this point right here and this point here. So I do believe they will use this road here. And they're either going to cut left or cut right. But it should all bring them back to Germantown, outside of Fulton's Gap. So I don't see them going around using the Glenview Pike or anything like that. So I don't see a large flanking movement through the woods. I don't even think I need these 2 brigades here. They're there just in case. I think the big problem we're going to have is ammunition. I don't think we're going to have enough of it. So we are showing a minor defeat already. My morale is at 39.7, but we do hold the victory point. It's worth 5 points. So our morale should quickly raise above theirs unless they get to me very quickly. We should have better morale than them by the time they arrive, or on par morale. So when they start attacking, their morale should drop faster than ours. So I'll be back once we have contact with the rebels. So we have a lot of dust trails. It's 10 a.m. They are coming up on me fast. So they are crossing here at King's Ford and coming down Creek Lane. And I can already hear cavalry over here at Reverend Lewis's house. So they are coming fast. So and it looks like they might be coming at my weakest part of the line, which is not good for me. So I may not have to cover this ford here, hopefully. You can hear the cavalry right now over here. So, doesn't even look like my breastworks are going to be done in time. So the engineer brigade is not exactly leveled yet. They're almost there. So we'll probably be seeing them fairly soon. I'll be back. So it's 10:54 in the morning. It looks like we have a full cavalry division coming through town over here, Germantown. So this will be the first force. They're kind of spread out, like their units are kind of all over the place here. So we gotta let the computer straighten that out a little bit. Hopefully it does before they start coming on to us. These guys just finished the works. Perfect timing. Hold back so I can get this battery up there. So, I'll be back once the firing starts. So I just got to show you guys this here. This is a visual glitch. So you can see these units spread out here, and it's actually giving me an icon to attack them, but as soon as I get close, they're gone. So there is a visual glitch going on. Not happy about that, but it is what it is. Hopefully it doesn't... You got these cavalry units spread out all over the entire length of the map, it looks like. Hopefully it does not affect what happens over here, but it might. I'll be back. Alright, it's 11:17. It looks like we got the 7th Virginia coming in for a charge. What the hell are you guys doing? Supposed to get on the walls. And they're playing some stupid games. Oh, look at that canister shot. Take that brigade down. If this cavalry brigade breaks my brigade, I'll be calling BS. They charge right through them. They're not even in hand-to-hand. What is going on there? That works out even better because my brigade will just rifle them down then. Just gotta get them turned around again before 1st Virginia comes in. But I think it has a lot to do with... Ooh, that was a lot. They took a big hit there. Look at that. Wow. Are they even in canister range? They're not even in canister range, so what happened there? I think it's the visual glitch having something to do with it. Look at that, another pile of bodies. 250 casualties. They're taking canister shot without being in canister range. Yeah, they're not in canister range. So I'm moving the engineer brigade over to the ford just to watch over it. You got these two brigades from 4th on the wood out on the right flank, and I'm bringing 21st Ohio over as a reserve brigade on this side. I may have to fit them into line where this battery is. Yeah, 50% casualties and they're still coming at us. 3rd Brigade's about to start rifling into them. Oh, there they go. Don't know what they're thinking there, but I'll take it. Yeah, this glitch is really affecting them. And there was an army commander over here. I don't see him anymore, so maybe we took out an army commander. Or one of the corps commander, at least. Knocking them down to 53 on their morale. So we'll knock them down pretty fast. Now, if anybody's wondering what today's battle brew is, it's coffee with a lot of Irish in it. It's in deference to the cold and trying to get rid of it. It's the Rockbridge artillery. Yeah, the AI's got to halt its troops and get these numbers sorted out, but it looks like they're trying to shove everybody down this one road. Which will be helpful for me. Nobody's marching on this one, right? Nope. Alright. Might have been better off building the entrenchments over here. It is only day 1. This might go to day 2. It's April 12th. It's 11, going on noon, so we're not going to have too much daylight once the troops get here, so this will definitely go into a day 2 probably, unless they just do a mass assault right at the end of the day. My battery should get some good experience out of this. I'll pause this here while we wait for the AI to figure out what it's doing. Alright, looks like we have another cavalry brigade coming on the suicide run. I have dispatched another battery over, but they're over here in this farm field and they gotta cross this fence in this wood, so it's probably gonna be a while before they come over. I don't know what the AI is doing right now. I really do not. I think there might be, because it's five separate armies with 5 separate commanders, I think the AI might be struggling a little bit with all that. Venom's men should get some good experience out of this. You don't take too many losses. They're not taking those castrates like they were. Alright, that sorted itself out. Alright, boys, you can start firing now. There we go. Might have some memory issues. These models look a little janky. There they go. Batteries set up. Rockbridge artillery. These guys should be on counter battery anyway. Yep. Alright. And they're almost leveled to getting counter battery fire, so I'm not worried about whatever. Unless they have artillery that outranges mine, which I don't think they will. They should be full of 6-pounders and howitzers also. I'm not too worried about their artillery. So, I'll be back. Dear Lord, look at all this cavalry. I think this is a very cavalry-heavy force. And we're about to do a lot of damage to it. First Louisiana, 1st Mississippi, 9th Tennessee, 2nd Kentucky, 6th Texas. We've already seen off the 1st Virginia, 7th Virginia. And who's that reforming? 3rd Tennessee is reforming. These guys are finally retreating. They were just sitting there taking fire. It doesn't look like it killed anybody. More cavalry to commit suicide. They got in there right as the artillery was reloading, too. Doing? These guys stayed mounted, now they're getting off. There's another battery arriving. Who's wounded? Lou Wallace is wounded. Division commander? Yeah. Read me. That is not good. Division commander at the start of the battle, not a good loss. And who else? Hildebrand. Who's that? Battery commander. All this cavalry that they're sending in. We've still yet to see any infantry. And there's more cavalry back here. 22nd Tennessee. More batteries arriving. Pillow, Thomas, Maryland flying. Alright, seeing these guys off. Why are you breaking already? 77 casualties out of 1,500 men. They're getting ready to break. You should be pumping canister into that. Right there. Turn your guns, pump canister into their flank. No, these guys shouldn't be ready to break already. That's BS. Firing their flank now, good. Are they running a battery up to us? It's damn cold. Please. They're running a battery right up to us. Pillow flying battery. There's no way my infantry brigade should be ready to break already. But it is a Kentucky regiment. They may not have good morale. Battery's getting ripped down pretty fast. I'm not worried about it. This cavalry is getting ripped down pretty fast over here. Ohio, 2nd Brigade. And they're behind a stone wall, so they're not going to take too much in the way of damage. There goes 1st Louisiana. I didn't think 6th Texas was ever even in range to shoot. Never have mixed cavalry weapons. Rockbridge artillery's already broken. Pillow should be going next. Still showing us with a minor defeat, but they got so many forces on the field, it's going to take a lot to rip down their morale. We do have a knockdown to 43, but their units that we have routed are reforming. Yeah, they're ready to close, ready to go now. Soon to be Staunton's turn. And I think I need to bring this battery over. Probably should have brought them over sooner. They're massing on that flank. We'll bring the 1st Michigan over also. And there's the 1st Infantry Brigade that we spotted so far, H.R. Jackson. I mean, just listen to them. There's a ton of troops on this road. They're probably just... This army is road jammed in here, which is actually working in our favor because the AI is throwing their units at us one at a time, especially the artillery, so we can rip down their batteries before they even come into action. But looks like we're going to enter a lull here of an artillery duel, so I'll be back if they launch another attack. So I just had to show you guys this real fast. So, like I said, the AI has roadblocked itself back here by shoving all their troops down one road. So we've still only seen the one infantry brigade, but their batteries are coming up so slowly, basically one at a time, that we are breaking all their batteries now also. As soon as they come into action. They've done some damage to the 1st Ohio over here, with 22 losses of their 119 men. But we're just busting down these batteries as soon as they come into action. So we might even, there's a good chance we could break this army before it even really comes to grip with us. They sent the cavalry at us pell-mell for some weird reason. And now their batteries are coming in one at a time because of the road blockage back here. This is all roadblock right here. They're all on top of each other and can't move. So I really don't know what to say to that other than this is kind of pretty looking. Just looking at my army in the distance with all the smoke from the batteries firing, it's kind of cool. So, like I said, I'll be back if they actually get up for an assault, but it's 13:20 in game now. Probably lose daylight at 1700 because it is April. So this will probably go into a day 2, more than likely. So, like I said, I'll be back. Alright, it's 1400. They finally have some of their infantry coming up. Their batteries did manage to break one of mine. He's at 36 casualties now. He shouldn't. 105 men left. See if we can't rally those guys right now. I didn't notice they broke them until I went up there and looked at it. I was just sitting back here just watching the show. But we broke the majority of their batteries as they've been coming up. So we have moved from a minor defeat to a minor victory. We're at 411 casualties from the artillery fire. We were at 3-something from the cavalry attack, went up to 411 with the artillery fire, but we've closed 2,300 casualties to them, which is 4% of their force. And that's just going to keep climbing as they come up the road like this. So on top of us firing at the artillery, the infantry is going to get hit by all the shots too. So I still don't understand what the AI is doing. I think it's just honestly, I don't know. I'll be honest. This entire road, it looks like the highway of death from the first Gulf War. That's what it looks like. So, we'll see if they actually come up for an attack or not. Forgot to turn those guns back in this direction, though. I shouldn't have ordered them to do that. And Jackson's already taken 20 casualties. He just hasn't taken any. But all the artillery's here. You got all my artillery divisions on counter batteries, so they're firing down that road. So there's going to be a lot of burning casualties on these guys also. Thankfully, there's a cemetery right here, so we don't have to drag the bodies too far. Ugh. If these guys flush out in the battle line before the end of the day, I'll be back. So it's now 1500. And they're slowly I think their men are exhausted at this point. They've been slowly marching their brigades across my front here. It looks like I've been trying to get to cover these woods here to set up a battle line. But they're just taking so much damage from my artillery on the way that The infantry brigades are starting to break. And they keep bringing up more artillery, and we are seeing that off basically as quickly as it comes up. Hampton Artillery now, Danville. I think that's a detachment of infantry manning these guns. Yep. So the one battery that did break on us, I have ordered the cavalry into position to cover that. No, this battery looks like it's, yeah, this battery's going to go next. We'll let them sit there a little longer. I'll let them get forced off just so they get the experience points if they're almost got their first perk. I know it's a little callous of me letting them take casualties for no just for a perk, but I want them to get that damn first perk. That is one of the artillery division batteries, so having them get the counter battery perk will be good for me. Some of the other batteries already got it. You know, it depends on the commanding officer how fast they level up. Now I'm at 2,600 casualties, give or take. This isn't 100% accurate to our 451. So that 451 is 2% of our force, while 2,600 is only 5% of theirs. So they have a ton of men on the field. So there goes another brigade, there goes that brigade. So we actually might get a morale victory out of this, because they are down to 32. We're down to 38.7. We started at 39 point something, and they started at 51 something, so we got them knocked down to 32. So I'm kind of hoping this goes to a day 2 and they don't break before then, so I can plus up their casualties. The problem is they'll plus up our casualties, but I do believe I'll be able to outdo them on the casualty front. So they should take more attrition overnight than I will. Once again, I'll be back. So it looks like the Kentucky militia has got their dander up, because they came forward at least. So they took a lot of casualties just getting up here. They were at almost 200 casualties just trying to get into position. They took a lot of artillery fire. And now they're eating canister. Bad idea on the AI's part. Now trying to run a detachment forward with a battery, and the artillery's trying to push forward. AI's just trying to push forward whatever it has right here, and it's not working in their favor. Nope, they got the first perk, but they are part of the artillery division, so they can counter battery. And Kentucky militia is going to break here any second. I don't know why they have their flank turned like that. Bringing these batteries in closer, definitely trying to force mine off. The maintenance can reach it? Yeah, just barely. There they go. Now it looks like they're trying to double time their men forward. This is 7th Texas, Barksdale Detachment, 3rd CS Infantry. Looks like they're trying to get their guns close enough to force me out of the entrenchments, but we keep breaking them pretty fast, so I'm not very worried about it. And it's been all quiet over here. If I didn't want this to go to a second day to plus up casualties, I'd be swinging out these 2 divisions right now for a flank attack. Because we could see them off right now by breaking whatever's in front of us. There comes the cavalry again, 8th Virginia. They're ready to break. Artillery. Thomas's detachment's getting ready to break. That's another detachment. They shouldn't hang around long. Cavalry's about to commit suicide. I really don't know what the AI is thinking. I really don't. But like I said before, this is not one contiguous army. Even though Lee's in overall command, he does not have command of all 5 of the corps. Because each corps is a separate army unto themselves, because they're not under an army commander. And this is what you get because of that. Now, if all 5 of these corps were under one army commander, you would not be seeing this globule mess. You would actually see a full battle line probably across this hillside here, and we'd be exchanging artillery fire all day before the lines clash. Who's that? Florida militia. Yep, they went to cavalry. How many casualties they take? $250 out of 300 left. What does that put us at now? I'm at 513 casualties, so they're 3,500. And this brigade's about now in rifle range. Alright, start shooting them, boys. Start shooting. There you go. They're not coming directly at it, so I can change their flank a little. And they're firing at them, perfect, and they're just inside of canister range. Oh, and here comes the rest of the infantry finally. Look at that. Arriving on the field like heroes when the fighting's almost over. Marching over to the dead cavalry, artillerymen. Who's this? Bartow's brigade. Rhodes brigade. Florida. HG. Florida Home Guard. Featherston. Knoxville. Have everybody up, or there's still people dacking on this road. Who's wounded? Cox is wounded. My division commander. Awesome. Another division commander wounded. 21st Ohio is going to break. Fall back. 2nd Kentucky going to come back forward. Just probably moving the engineer brigade, but I need him to cover this brigade. Fall back orders, fall back. Advance orders, better do that to double time. This is basically Malvern Hill, just at a later date. Alright. They broke, who is that? 21st Ohio. Honestly, Raider, if you get defamed, you kind of deserve it. But the division commander going down does not help. Okay, there's no way you have this brigade outranged. You're not on the high ground. Unless they're armed with Mississippi's. Mississippi's or Lorenz's. That's the only way they have me outranged. Because everybody in this corps has Sharps rifles. All right, engineers, move up. Where's my corps commander? All the way back here. Over here, along with Horde. Kinda need those morale buffs right now. I haven't taken too much damage, but they're breaking because of the division commander loss. You guys level yet? Almost there. Rifle range of my batteries, which is not good. Come on, Kentucky engineers, get in there. And the Rhodes Brigade is trading shots in the open. Ohio broke. Saw that coming. Ohio artillery broke, but they did get a perk. Time to bring the cavalry division up. I was going to swing them. We got this infantry brigades over here. First CS Infantry in Featherston. I was going to just swing them over here to face down the hillside. I guess not. Alright, so Kentucky's back on the line. Be in position soon. You guys are finally leveled, huh? Oh, they're already at level 2 counter battery, these guys. Same with them. You guys still haven't hit the first level yet. Just hang in there until the cavalry brigades arrive. They're your reinforcements. I think the engineers are the only guys not armed with Springfields in this army. I just left them with the Enfields. I wanted the Springfields for all my line brigades. Oh, there's no way. Alright, go out and get it. We have a height advantage. There's no way. Dismount. Get on that damn fence line. These guys have us outranked, so they have to have Mississippi's overranks. So I'm going to push my men into them. The brand load on shells. The fact is, or they reformed. These guys broke, didn't they? No, they did not. They did not break. I don't think. Came close. Kentucky, but the cavalry is in position. Dismount and push up to that wall. Casualties have climbed now at 1,100 to their 4,500. And we have their morale down to 28. Alabama Militia, Shavers Brigade, Kennedy's Battery. Brigade. Knoxville Brigade now gone. It's going to take out the Florida Militia now. Florida Guard only taking 100 casualties and they're out in the open. Oh, these guys got, 2nd West Virginia's got sharps. I didn't realize that. They'll rip them apart pretty easily. And the engineers are ready to break after 73 casualties. Are you kidding me? That's when you know the AI's cheating. Got a 1-star brigade with 126 casualties fighting a 0-star brigade with 150. And the 1-star is ready to break first. No, looks like they might be prepping for a day 2. Florida Home Guard finally. You guys finally have a perk. These guys ready to break. 170 casualties out of over 2,000 men, and they're ready to break. It looks like the AI is starting to pull its head out of its ass. They got guys across the river now. Looks like they're moving for that ford, which is now uncovered. So I think I'm going to move 4th Division into the entrenchments on my left for day 2. Here comes 6 Texas again. You guys on the not leveling. I don't count the battery, but they're not leveling. think they broke and then came back to their guns. So it might be affecting their leveling. I don't know. Let's say they're in range. Start shooting, boys. Yep. There they go. I think I've taken out most of their cavalry at this point. 5,100 casualties, 9% of their force, but 1,300 casualties is a good chunk of mine. That's 5% of it, almost 6. All right, 1,700. I thought we were going to be out of daylight. Maybe it's going to go another hour. We still have all this infantry coming up. Cavalry Brigade commit suicide, but they've already tried a suicide run once. They're about to commit more. Just firing at them. Yeah. These guys have a good field coverage too. Oof. They're really no longer sending their people in one at a time, which is not going to help me. My right flank is my weakest point, even with all the artillery, and I may have to refuse that line, and I don't want to. Again. Got 300 casualties. Yep, I just jumped again. Yep. 6th Virginia, 59th Virginia. About out of Irish whiskey. Not good. Now I am out of Irish whiskey. Gotta go back to the liquor store. Got plenty of scotch. No more Irish whiskey. Alright, looks like the sun's starting to go down now. And they have got Brigade Cavalry. These infantry reform. No, they have not. Engineer Brigade back to the ford. Cavalry have to watch that position for now. And still more infantry coming up. That's not surprising considering the numbers involved in this battle. Still have another day of this before my reinforcements arrive. Unless the rebels pull off overnight. May have an issue tomorrow. It's Pickett's division now, right? Yep. First brigade's got a perk. Good. Just get there before the cavalry does. That's all you need to do. Yeah, this is basically, like I said before, this is basically Malvern Hill. Just wish I had more guns. I got them up to 5,500 casualties. Why they're not firing yet? Why aren't you guys firing? There we go. That's 60th Virginia with 2nd Kentucky Cavalry. Anything out here? Doesn't look like they're just sitting. Army Northwest. Northwest. So I think they've only sent 2 corps at us so far. Tennessee. Army Northwest. Okay, so all mixed up. There they go. Now Ripley's brigade's coming forward. That's his detachment. Now I wonder what our attrition casualties are going to look like overnight. Oh, they broke that battery. Good. Firing, this battery's not leveling. That's low. Well, my artillery division's leveling up nicely. Alright, looks like the end of the day is coming up here in 5 minutes. So I'll be back with the day 2 start. Welcome to day 2. So, I have shifted the engineers back over to the ford. I have moved the cavalry division behind my far right. I have brought 1st Division over from my far left to cover the right flank. And I have moved 4th Division into the entrenchments over here, because I think this will be a quiet front. Not 100% on that, but it might be a quiet front. From looking at the deployment zone, it might not be. But if it ends up being a quiet front, I could push 1st Division in on this flank here. Because you know me, once they start attacking one wing, I'm going to go at the other. So I left the artillery division in place. I think they're in a good spot. Because they got this open field covered for a good portion of it. So in any batteries they have out here, looks like everything's basically reformed, but they should all break pretty quickly. So their morale's back up to 40. Some of their units are still routed, but not many. Their routes are down to 2.6. All of my units are reformed. So I do have to worry about that division. But we have them at 9,000 losses, so they took a lot of attrition overnight. They were at 6,000 at the close of the day. And we're just under 2,000 casualties, which is 8% of our force. The good news is we don't have much to go to get up to a major victory. We already got them at 17.5. We need them at 21 for a major victory. But they may still hang around and fight after that, just because their morale is higher than ours. But as soon as the artillery starts firing and we start breaking some of their units again, it should end pretty quickly. So, let's hit play and see what happens. No, they're still in the same positions. Hopefully this battle will actually get the chance to chase some of them down. Kentucky's retreating right at us. Yep, they're already showing guys breaking. Yep, back up to 5.9 on the brakes. They started breaking as soon as I hit play. Things are a little choppy while everything's sorting out. Here comes even more infantry. Bartow, 3rd CS, Drayton. You hear more back here. And they still have these guys across the river, but not supported. I don't see that cavalry brigade anymore. So it might just be the 3 artillery batteries. And if they try crossing the river, we'll just gun them down. I'm really wondering if I should start pushing into them with my center division. If I can advance 2 brigades up to this fence line and this brigade along this fence line firing this way. Where are these guys going? No, they're coming for the flank. That's where they're going. They're going for the flank. You guys getting smart. except in this case where they send another cavalry brigade forward. Look at that. First brigade's already up to 4 stars. Look at that. Rebel AI is just handing me experience points. You gotta love it. West Pickett's division. Is that who they're sending across the bridge? Yes, it is. These guys broke while crossing the bridge. Okay. What the hell is this? They're in range. Shoot them. What the hell? There you go. What the hell are you doing? Who is this double timing up the road? Bartow. This Florida militia's coming in again for another round. Why are my brigades not firing? They're in range. I think it's a memory issue at this point. There's just so much going on. These guys should be firing, and they're not. There we go. Definitely a memory issue. There. Boys advanced to there. Advanced to there. And you guys get a crossfire going. It's time to end this. I am done playing around. Been sitting around too long, need to attack. And their batteries are just marching to the fort, waiting to die. I was going to set up there and start firing on my engineers. I just might do that. I have the unlimited brigade sizes on. I may have to do away with that because of these memory issues. So I've had bigger battles that were not this choppy. So I'm definitely going to have to change that up. Ooh. These guys are retreating into me. Go get them. I'll leave 1st Division in its, not 1st, 4th Division in the trenches. They're already taking a beating. We'll leave them be. Now you guys. Shows I'm firing at somebody. That's. It's a memory issue at this point. So I'm going to have to turn off the unlimited brigade sizes. Probably think about investing in a new computer. I'm running a good computer, but it is a few years old now. Probably melted most of the wiring at this point. Yeah, I'm at 19% casualties. We got too much further to push them. Detach that battery. Get ready to advance this division. They're retreating through my brigades. We're probably not even capturing any of them. It looks like we might be. This battle's all over but the crying. Just need to cause a few more casualties. You guys are advancing at us, so we'll wait for them to come on. There we go. See, now they're firing beyond their range fan, where they weren't firing when units were in their range fan. Look at that battery. And here come these batteries across the ford. Like I said they were going to do. Don't know what the hell they're thinking there. Are you ready to break? Only taking 74 casualties. Took you guys this long to get your orders and start moving. Tyler, you're a better commander than that. How the hell these guys break? Tyler, you get the fame, you damn deserved it. Alright, start shooting at these boys. I'm at 20%, 20.4%. We just gotta get to 21. Probably get it over here where these guys are crossing. Alright, first division, advance out. It's time to end this. No more games. Just start killing. There we go, major victory. And yet they are still coming. I'm at 11,000 casualties. Morale is down to 22. They should be drawing off at this point, but they are not. To move. I just want you to turn. Another brigade getting ready to break. Their division commander's not wounded, is he? No. What the hell? Corps commander's not wounded. Nope. Alright, there they go. What about the army commander? What about Horde? Horde's fine. So some of these brigades getting ready to break is just baffling my mind. They're only giving us 7 minutes to pursue, so I can't even get the cavalry in there after them, really. Grab up. I can't even chase them when there's an unbroken brigade to my front. Get those guns. I don't want you to do that. I want you to go shoot this brigade. Yep, and they're broken too. Oh, we're out of time. We're out of time. All right. Whew, this has been one long episode. I'll tell you what. And that first day, I don't know what the AI was thinking. If just had waited to mass up their troops and attack me on day 2, there's no way I would have helped. Especially the way my brigade's breaking after a few casualties. Alright, so we took down 7,500 of their 42,000 infantry. 2,600 of their 7,000 cavalry. So they had infantry brigades that weren't even involved. We got all 150 of their guns, causing a total of casualties of 12,000 of their 52,000 men. We lost 2,124 of our infantry, so these numbers are not accurate over here. So once again, this would be if I had both corps on the field. I only had one. So I think we had like 17,000 infantry on the field, so we lost 2,100 of them. 128 by like 2,500 or so cavalry. 26 of our 157 guns. I had most of the artillery on the field. The other corps is pretty under strength. So our total casualties are 2,430 men. Alright, let's take a look at the paperwork. And, let's do a save real fast. Just in case it freezes on us. Alright, combat report. 4th Corps. Cavalry Division. Alright, 1st West Virginia, which went and plugged the gap when that one battery broke, caused 631 infantry casualties, 88 to cavalry, for a total of 719. 2nd West Virginia caused 84 to infantry, and 3rd West Virginia didn't get into the action. Alright. 1st Ohio Engineer Brigade. Come on. Why is it saying Cavalry Division is his... That doesn't make sense. Alright, we'll go off of here. Let me try that one more time. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Alright, so they did 174 to infantry, 47 to cavalry, and 71 artillery for a total of 292. 4th Division, which took the brunt of the hits on day 1. 12th Ohio caused 120 casualties to cavalry, captured 31 for a total of 151. 2nd Kentucky Infantry did 230 casualties to infantry, 260 to cavalry, captured 5 for a total of 500. 21st Ohio caused 107 infantry casualties, captured 18 cavalry for a total of 125. 1st Ohio Artillery Battery A did 117 to infantry, 138 to cavalry. They actually captured 12 cavalrymen and caused 57 casualties to artillery for a total of 1,102 for the division. 1st Division, which is, everything's all messed up. So West Virginia Brigade did 100 infantry. The other 2 brigades were not involved, and the artillery battery did 79 to infantry, 32 to cavalry, 9 to artillery for a total of 120. Division total of 220. 2nd Division. 3rd Brigade did 146 to infantry, 28 to artillery for a total of 174. 11th Ohio did 31 to infantry, 56 to cavalry for a total of 87. 7th Ohio, 178 to infantry. And that's it, total 178. And 12th Ohio Independent Artillery did 102 to infantry, 61 to cavalry, 64 to artillery for a total of 228. Division total 667. 3rd Division. 3rd Brigade did 675 to infantry, 70 to cavalry, captured 18, 1 artilleryman for a total 765. 1st Brigade did 1,545 casualties to infantry, 878 to cavalry, captured 71 cavalry, another 44 casualties to artillery for a total of 2,538. These guys are the goat of the battle. 2nd Brigade did 265 to infantry, captured 4, 51 to cavalry, 31 to artillery for a total of 352. Got 2 detachments. I think that's when I was trying to click on brigades. They sent out detachments to capture artillery. 1st Ohio Independent Artillery Battery did 583 to cavalry. Took 6 prisoner. Did 50 to artillery for a total of 645. Division total of 4,300. Now Artillery Division, which is all 1st Michigan. Looks like C, D, B, F, and E batteries. So, Battery C did 200 infantry, 200 cavalry, 51 artillery for a total of 451. Battery D did 115 to infantry, 20 to cavalry, 93 artillery for a total of 231. Battery B, I want to say it's Battery B, did 197 infantry, 48 to cavalry, captured 5, 138 to artillery for a total of 392. Battery F did 171 to infantry, 53 to cavalry, 165 to artillery for a total of 398. And Battery E did 112 to infantry, 41 to cavalry, 91 to artillery for a total of 248. Division total of 1,720 for your artillery division. That's pretty damn good. Let's get closed out of here. Don't freeze, please. All right, so yeah, that got really choppy. So I have the unlimited brigades turned on, so I'm gonna have to turn that off to reduce the size of the brigades and hopefully prevent that from happening in the future. But I definitely want to, everybody, you got to give me your comments on this battle. Once again, I don't know what the AI was thinking with the piecemeal attacks on the first day, but that's what allowed me to win. If they just massed up the armies and come at me, that would have been it. Because my brigades were not taking hits. You know, just a few casualties. Even though it's not their first battle, just a few casualties was seeing my brigades off. Whereas the rebel units were taking upwards of 50% casualties, like in the cavalry, and hanging in there like chads. Wow, I did not realize how long I've been sitting here. I've been working on this episode almost 5 hours now, almost 6. Wow. I need to get this video into the renderer and go to bed. It's not like working a full day and then... This is basically almost a full work shift I just put in making this video. Wow. Oof. And I still got more to do. Once this is rendered, I got to break it into chapters and all that. Holy I don't know if I'll have this out for 6 a.m. or not. Alright, glorious victory at Wheeling. Major victory. Battle of Wheeling's ended with the army of, not only the Army of Alabama, but the, it says Army of Alabama because Lee was in charge, but Army of Alabama, Army of the Kanawha, Army of Tennessee, Army of Northwest, and Army of Shenandoah all retreating in panic. The enemies reportedly suffered total casualties of 11,680 men. Thereof 2,228 killed, 1,600 captured. Too bad we didn't capture more of them. Our casualties total 2,430 men, with 319 killed, 764 missing, and the rest wounded. Morale is confident with supply situation critical. Yes, it is. That was a lot of firing that was happening. We captured 4,456 rifles and 36 guns from the battlefield and sent 1,531 enemy soldiers to our hotels up north. All right. Time to get this one rolled off. Well, that's rolling off. See what's going on down here in the Gulf. Alright. Almost ready to send Pope back at the fort. So 4 more days. 10th Corps is now over halfway yellow readiness. So I think next episode will open up with him attacking into Mobile. Or Mobile, however you want to pronounce it. opened up here. I'm looking down there. Wrong area. Virginia. Come on, roll off. Alright. Alright, now we got this rolled off. Hopefully they give me the time for Kelly's readiness to come back up. Alright, but we gotta go through this officer corps. So Adams wasn't wounded. Oh, did they already? Nope. Okay, they didn't replace everybody yet. Good. So I got to decide who is going to start replacing these officers. So Cox, division commander, is wounded. I know there's other. So George Van Pelt is wounded. Hildebrand. Looks like most of my artillerymen are wounded. Outside of the one division commander. But those 3 officers being wounded was really breaking my men, which is really upsetting. Alright, so I gotta replace 2 battery commanders and a division commander. So I gotta go through all the corps to figure out who's gonna get that division. So only commanders with 8 stars are even eligible for a division. There we go. 9 stars. Isaac Duval. West Virginia. I don't know if I even have West Virginia on here. There it is. You getting Curtis will take command of that brigade. Duval will get the division. How many stars did he just lose because of that? He didn't lose any, and he's a volunteer. Wow. All right. Where's this battery from? Michigan. Major can take command of it. So Chaplain, that's yours. Champlain. And one of these guys. There we go. Van Pelt. And this battery's from Ohio. That battery's big enough for a lieutenant colonel, really. All right, Pesley, you get it. Or Esty. Seven guns is enough for a lieutenant colonel? Or they're down to 7 guns. They lost to 7 guns because they're over 100 men. It might be big enough for a lieutenant colonel, I guess. Works for me. All right, that takes care of the officers. And I don't think I'm going to let this roll any further. Those brigades, those corps gone off the front. Don't need another combat starting before I end this episode. So we will end this one here. So if you're a new viewer, returning viewer, you've not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember to hit that bell icon so the next video comes out. If you like a brigade in one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. Type of unit, state it's from, weapons, uniforms, and I will oblige on all counts if possible. And comments, as always, please do keep them coming. Interacting with you guys is one of the best parts about doing this. And I will see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.